Hello and welcome to A Week in Politics. It's me again. And it's very nice to be back in a week when China joined the very exclusive club of nations that have put a man into space. Here in Hong Kong, we have another cause for celebration with the Harbour Fest getting underway this evening. And the news that the Rolling Stones have finally been confirmed to play in the finale next month.
After a week of maximum volume negotiations, Hong Kong's rock and roll fans can get to spend a night together with the Rolling Stones after all. It was confirmed late on Tuesday that the band will be closing the controversial Harbour Fest with 2 performances next month.
They are coming.
Although the sounds of political rumblings may reverberate through the corridors of power long after the group have packed up and gone home.
It is the wish of many electoral members that government should disclose to the public the expenses involved in the Harbour Fest activities.
Last week, Jim Thompson, chairman of the American Chamber of Commerce, one of the main organisers of the festival, gave an assurance the Rolling Stones would be coming to Hong Kong. He then told RTHK radio on Friday night the deal was off. On Saturday, the government confirmed to the Financial Affairs panel that the contract had been taken off the table. By Tuesday night, the show was back on again.
They stopped focusing on Hong Kong because it was a done deal. They were paying all their energy, all their time and attention to trying to sort out situations in the other cities. But when we felt we had no alternative but to take the contract off the table, it seemed to galvanise the other end into action.
Mr. Thompson blamed the Rolling Stones' multi-layered and multinational management company for the confusion, which was highlighted when the group's tour manager spoke to a news agency before AmCham.
When we were having such a hard time getting a signed document, and as I say, these are the signed pages that we finally got last night, that it turns out that they came from 3 different locations, and we were a little surprised when we found their gentleman, Michael Cole, speaking to Reuters, when in fact he hadn't even confirmed to us that he had completed the arrangement.
And with brisk ticket sales for the enduring rock group, possibly on their last world tour, it looks like the confusion in confirming the biggest draw card may be quickly forgotten. However, the political and financial repercussions may shadow the event long after Messrs Jagger, Richards, Wood and Watts have cashed their cheques.
Hong Kong needs to have some recovery plan after SARS. And the LegCo approved a fund of $1 billion for the government to organize various activities to relaunch Hong Kong. Harbour Fest was one of these items. However, I think that the government has a very good motive, but the delivery is not satisfactory.
Public concerns over Harbour Fest centre around the government agreeing to be liable for losses to the tune of $100 million.
They should really get an independent auditor to have all the accuracies of the accounts verified. I think they should really also seek proper professional advice as to what information that they should disclose without damaging any commercial sensitivity, commercial or any commercial secret. But even with that constraint, I think there's a lot they can tell Hong Kong, and there's a lot they can come clean with Hong Kong now that the whole thing is getting a little messy.
However, if the International Music Festival strikes the right chords with the government and the public, Harbour Fest may be the first in a series of similar annual events.
This type of festival has not been staged many places in the world ever before, not to this extent. So Hong Kong is very unique in taking the chance to do this. We entered it, and indeed the Financial Secretary and others had said we hope this can become an annual event.
Now that the matter has been clarified, I think it's always good to have big stars coming to Hong Kong because with their presence, the world's attention will actually be focused on Hong Kong, not to mention that there is a film that will be made and will actually be shown in overseas markets, which will have Hong Kong as a backdrop and big stars as the stars for that show.
One purpose of the Harbour Fest is to boost the feel-good factor among the public as we emerge from the hard times caused by the SARS crisis. It is also meant to boost our international image as a happening venue. Of course, Hong Kong has been in the news around the world for other reasons during what was a summer of discontent, marked by that extraordinary demonstration on July the 1st and subsequent events. Before the rally, the chief executive was warning that it would scare international investors. Afterwards, leading officials said it proved what a free and open society we were. But what, it is still being asked, does the central government make of it all?
Another political rally, this one calling on the chief executive to step down. The organisers said it had attracted about 2,000 protesters, although the police put the turnout at a few hundred.
I think Tong Ching-hwa is ruining the one country and two systems. So I think anti-Tong is very important.
The political system is not good, and Tung Chee-hwa is incapable of governing.
The bad feeling of Hong Kong people to Mr. Tong has been deeply grounded for 6 years. It will not be erased in the short term. He personally is a negative factor. This kind of action give pleasure on Mr. Tong. Let him to rethink about his policy and rethink about his job.
The message was not universally shared by passers-by.
We call him off, perhaps the other worst person will come up.
The pressure has been on Mr. Tung's administration since the $500,000+ mass protest on July the 1st, a milestone event which led to the withdrawal of the controversial Article 23 National Security Bill. The central government has said little publicly about those events, but there was much interest in remarks made by one Beijing official during a visit to the capital last month by a group of Hong Kong politicians. The vice chairman of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, Xu Guangdi, referred to the July the 1st demonstration as, in his words, a bad thing which could be turned into a good thing.
In the past, there are a lot of things which are quite negative, and they would like to turn all the things to be positive. I think the government also advised Mr. Tung to change his style.